there's a big rainstorm coming tomorrow, so I'm moving the boat today. I also have to move Michael's boat. I'm just going to move it over there. Let's get this plumbing sorted out. I have hooked up my inverter, but this is only temporary, as this inverter is not a pure sine wave inverter. It's a modified sine wave, so it's not really very good, but it'll work for what I need it to do now. It's oh so quiet, and then... solar power. that rivet and that rivet are the two rivets that keep the rubbing strake on the outside in place. I've calculated by marking it here that should be more or less level with the output of the sink. I don't want the skin fitting too low, but at the same breath it has to drain the sink. I would much prefer to be drilling this from the outside in. My calculations are good. I will puncture it above the waterline, and if I puncture it below the waterline, we sink.
To hold the camera for you or the light.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
All right.
What's your name?
Jamal.
Jamal, lovely to meet you. Thank you so much. It's going to make a huge there it is. See that hole? Just gotta get down there. Oh. Oh, that's it. It's another day. Gotta put the board back up. Oh, I have to put the plumbing in as well. So I temporarily put that back up. I've marked and I'm going to cut this, and this will be a separate sheet. This area will be always open, so I can take this panel off. The plumbing needs to get from there just to there, and then it goes onto the floor. I just need it to stick out there and to stick out there. Once I put the sink and everything here, I won't be able to take this panel off. Well, I will, but not with ease. Is it wet? The pump is going to be there, and that will go to an accumulator tank, and then you can have a cold water feed direct into a tap from there, and you have a cold water feed that comes back out under the floor, off to the heating system, and then comes back with heated water and then pops up. So I need two pipes to run from there to there. The pipes. Here's the cut the pipe. So now I have two pipes. We put a reinforcer in there. And then we put a push fit. And that's it. I don't need to bother with that end, I'll just leave it as it is. There we go. I've had this foam noodle on Georgia for 9 years. I never threw it out, it was never in the way, but I cannot believe that I've actually found a use for it. I'm gonna stick it onto that. Down, down the hot we go. That'll be fine. I'll get new noodles and add it on to this as I build it up. But there's the cold. It's insulated anyway. And there's the hot with a little red tag on it. Oopsies. I forgot to put the insulation back in. Okay, I've drawn a little square, and this is to make a hatch so that I can get at the handle. If you're wondering why it's got a handle on it, it's when the boat is sailing, the boat will be over on its side, and the water can go up into the sink. You cut the handle, and water can't get in. Also, water can't get out as well, but you know. I do have to put a hole in the door for the pipe to come out, but it'll be just a little hatch just to keep the insulation in. So it's screwed into the wall, screwed in there, all screwed up. Ba-boing. Okay, so I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm going to single-handedly try and lift the sink up onto the frame. The sink was so difficult to move with two people, I wasn't even able to film any of the movements of the sink. So it's here now, and I'm desperate to put it into place. So I'm going to risk all and put it into place single-handedly. What could go wrong? It was at this point that Kenneth's back broke in two pieces. I think it's sturdy enough. Certainly take the weight. Right. Let's make sure there's no trip hazards. The other thing is, that's the front, so it has to flip over. That's not going to be easy. Can I even lift it? Okay. I can, but it's awkward. I need to drop it down onto the floor. First lift complete. That was a lift to the ground. Okay. deadlift. How do I get from this to this? Her. Get under it. That way. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Bend the knee. Rest. This is still very awkward. I'm gonna have to flip it up again. Nothing's collapsed. That's good. Okay, here we go. Oh no, this could be just easier. Just do this. A bit at a time. That's right at the edge.